Good afternoon, graduates. First of all, I want to say congratulations, you made it. Graduations are a time to think and to reflect, and a time to look forward and a time to look backward. You each are completing a program in which you've tried on, experimented with, and adopted a new facet of your personal and professional identity. That is, you've become a Bank Street educator, and that is a moniker you carry for life. Bank Streeters are a special breed if you haven't figured that out already. Whereas other programs develop educators who work in schools, hospitals, museums, and NGOs, Bank Streeters lead those schools. They lead in classrooms. They lead in hospitals and other educating institutions. Whereas other schools of education help to develop tomorrow's teachers, principals, child life specialists, program officers, and site coordinators, Bank Streeters create schools. Bank Streeters initiate child life programs. Bank Streeters sponsor community-based endeavors, and they develop experiences for children in museums and other educating institutions in New York, across the country, and around the world. You were selected to join us at Bank Street in part because of the potential we saw in you to bring a progressive pedagogy to the world. While here, we nurtured you and we brought out the strength and vitality that you demonstrated in your application essays. You learned to watch and listen carefully to understand children and their families. You studied the intricacies of human development and how the family and larger social context influence children and adults. And you created curriculum, designed schools, developed exhibits, wrote children's stories, and constructed learning environments online. You then took what you learned in the classrooms at Bank Street and you applied it in the real world of children and families, whether as classroom assistants in the Family Center at Bank Street College, or providing therapeutic art sessions for a homeless shelter on Far Rockaway, or supporting educational programs at the Tenement Museum on the Lower East Side. You came to class through Hurricane Sandy. You came to class during a late-night snow squall that we had in the fall. You came to class during spring flooding. And you came to class after many long days of hard work in schools and other institutions. Your work here has prepared you to take Bank Street's brand of progressive education to the world. Advances in technology have opened the door to greater transparency and new ways and access to just-in-time learning and connections to people and places that many of us only dreamed of 50 years ago. This past summer, Bank Street Online students hailed from New York, Vermont, Utah, and East Tanzania. Bank Street job openings on our website include both domestic and international positions. And Bank Street sponsored study trips for students to Cuba, Morocco, and Costa Rica. The world is hungry for Bank Street pedagogy, opening doors and opportunities for you as graduates. Today, one can often see posters and t-shirts with the Gandhi quote, "You must be the change you wish to see in the world." Yet Gandhi reportedly actually said, "We but mirror the world. All the tendencies presented in the outer world are to be found in the world of our body. If we could change ourselves, the tendencies in the world would also change. As a man changes his own nature, so does the attitude of the world change toward him. This is the divine mystery supreme. A wonderful thing it is and the source of our happiness. We need not wait to see what others do." We at Bank Street hope that each and every one of you has changed as a result of your time with us. In fact, we know you have. We see it. Your job is now to change the world. Change it by the way in which you practice your craft. Change it by the respect you show children and their families and the adults with whom you work. Change it by the things you continue to learn, the ways you continue to grow. We have provided you an educational foundation, a foundation upon which you can grow. Now it's time for you to build on that foundation to change as the world changes, and to change in ways that we can't even imagine. Go to other countries and communities near and far. Start new schools, new museums, new programs, and educate those who've never been educated before. Graduations are a time to think and reflect, a time to look forward and a time to look backward. But remember, the windshield of a car is much larger than the rearview mirror. If you look into the rearview mirror, we'll be here. But we want you to keep searching ahead through the windshield to lead the next generation of progressive educators, teaching the Bank Street way. Good luck. We know you're going to do very well.